Hello everyone, T-Man978. Thank you for clicking my video, or if you subscribe and I'm showing up in your subscription feed, thank you for subscribing. Right now you're looking at the Takara Transformers Collection number 6 G1 Megatron. One of the main draws of this collection of G1 reissue Transformers is the beautiful artwork done by the former comic book company Dreamwave Comics. They partnered up with Hasbro and Takara in the beginning of the 2000s to bring out comics and artwork like this. And pretty much this was one of the main things, or one of the main reasons why I bought any of these G1 reissues. They tricked me into buying a ton of toys that I realized after opening them that I could care less about. Fortunately for old Megsy here, he has a few points that stop me from having any type of desire of selling him. Anywho, all of these collections bots come with what's known as a TF World card, but he has a lot more cards than some of the other smaller ones. Basically, they're like a little guide booklet with like little descriptions of the toys and the Transformer universe, but it's all in Japanese, so I can't read none of that. Right here is a pull-out picture of all of the Megatrons up to about 2002. We have like a beautiful picture of G1 cartoon Megatron, and you get to see some of the stuff and some of the other toys they came out with. There are other things in here like the character bio for I think this is Bone Crusher. I always forget their names. Omega Supreme again, and some other old catalog stuff. And this particular box you can open and see all the things that are inside. And here's a list of everything inside. And instead of just teasing you guys, I'm going to bring this over to Mr. Voice to tell you what's inside. Well, opening tray 1 reveals a bio card. A sticker sheet that T-Man couldn't be bothered to fully complete. Instruction booklet. Some type of survey, I guess? A chrome sword of death. Some sort of chrome blaster that kinda looks like a spaceship. Gun barrel extension. Shoulder stop parts. If you look closely here, you'll see that Megatron was originally released in 1974. Damn. Still with me? Good, because in tray 2 we get a mouse pad. Yet another sticker sheet full of Decepticon symbols. A massive amount of Energon bullets, an Energon ball and chain, a gun scope / fusion cannon, and finally, the Megatron handgun himself. Of note, each inner tray can be flipped inside out to become a toy display stand, which we're not going to do here. Buy it yourself if you want to do that. Back to you, T-Man. Thank you, Mr. Voice. You don't have to be so rude. Picking this toy up, I remember one of the reasons why I'm so satisfied with it. The weight due to the die cast in it. It just feels so satisfying to hold. Almost like a real gun. Another reason is this was a gift, the first Christmas gift from the former Mrs. T-Man. Like, I got it after Christmas, so it came to the post office. I couldn't wait for it to get here. I never owned a Megatron toy or touched a Megatron toy in my life up until that point back in 2003, I believe. The beginning of 2003, and I couldn't wait to finally be able to possess a Megatron. So every time right now to this day, if I go past that post office today, I always think of the time I drove all the way up there during work hours to go pick up this guy. This Megatron is special because it's the Japanese version. The Japanese version actually had a slot for a bullet to fit in there. And if you pull the trigger, let's see if this works right. Yep, it shoots. You just load it in there, and the spring mechanism fires it, which is also fun. Let me get his other parts. Back in the tune, you never saw Megatron as just a regular handgun. He always had these parts connected to him. I guess that would make him look less threatening in real life. If you saw a kid with all this stuff connected to a gun, you have to know, hey, that's some type of toy. Slide this on here. Come on, work with me. Oh, that way. And now you have the full version of Megatron as he appeared in the cartoon, with the scope and stock and the barrel extension. I believe the gun will still shoot. Yep, yay. Nice look at that. His rub symbol is on this side. Now let's get him transformed into robot mode. You don't have to take this off, but I'm gonna do that to make it less complicated. Okay, Megatron was one of the most complex Transformers back in the day. But, okay, first you want to slide his feet forward, which are heavy die casts. Extend his legs. Go ahead and separate them and bring them forward. Pull the head down. Pull these arms back. Separate them. Bring them down. Go ahead and extend them. Slide the fist forward. Same over here. Raise this part up, which can be a beast. Rotate it this way. Take the barrel. Slide it down as you rotate it and rotate it forward. Bring the legs back out at I don't know what to call those, hips. And then go ahead and bring the shoulder assembly and head up to meet the body. And there you have Megatron. To complete his look, of course, you need his fusion cannon. And yeah, this is the weakest mode of the set. When you compare what he looks like on this packaging to this toy and to what you remember him looking like in the cartoon, yeah, I remember seeing this in the catalog as a kid and I was like, oh my God. Look at that protruding from in between his legs. Yeah. Anyway. The articulation that he has, his hips can, I guess you can decide on how you want them to be assembled. The best look is so they can match up with his upper body is to spread it out like that, but it's still a wonky, lanky mess. He looks like he should be able to kick forward, but he doesn't. The legs just move back like that and stop. His head can look up a little bit if you want to use your imagination. And his arms rotate 360. It's a little ratchet in there that doesn't want that to happen. And they bend out at a weird angle. So I guess he can shoot up and out, but he can't turn his head to look over there. Now this cannon right there, on a cartoon it's always positioned on his back. If you want to, you can flip it up, but it doesn't stay flush. Let me try it. Yeah. You can get it up to about there, but it doesn't go flush up against his back like it did on the cartoon. And then this is what he would look like. Let me get some of his other accessories in here. Before his accessories though, here's a close-up on some of his details. Here's his face, which kinda cartoony. He has that crowny situation going on right there that he sorta had in a cartoon. Of course, you can still see that hole on the top of his gun mode right there underneath his neck. Here's some of his sticker detail, which is completely optional. I believe it's red plastic under there if you don't put the stickers there. There's his ab detail. Some of the stickers on his legs. All of this is die cast, what gives him the weight, and his feet are die cast. And this is what he would look like from the back. Some of his skeleton is on the outside of his body. Anywho, let's get those accessories out here. First, I'll give him his sword, which pegs into a hole in the side of his hand right here. So he can wield that around. Slice, slice, death. And this gun, which fits, if I remember this correctly, yeah, over his hand. So I guess his hand would just become a long gun, and he wouldn't need the fusion cannon anymore. And of course, no perfect G1 Megatron can come without his ball and chain that he used once in the second episode. And that's not all he can do. His other accessories that he came with also does stuff in robot mode. So, remember when Megatron became Galvatron and he became who transformed into a cannon? Well, this here is a preview to that form. How does this work? Oh yeah. Some little handles come out on the side. This goes here because where else is it gonna go? The scope slides on here. And now Megatron has his own cannon that he can wield. And they actually peg into his hand holes. And you can take that and aim it all around. And there's one more mode to these accessories that I'm going to have to figure out how to do. So if I'm looking at this correctly, let's take this out of his hands. Take this off. Take this off. Take this off. Okay, put this off to the side because we don't need that anymore. Leave this like it is. Put the scope on here. Bring this in front of his face. We have to move this back down. Put this back over his gun. And attach this in here. And actually, that's it. Now he has a shoulder-mounted cannon, which looks a bit cumbersome. But I guess if he really wants to destroy the Autobots, this is an option. I'm sorry, this looks so stupid. Let's get all of this off of him. Anywho, back in the early 2000s, I think I got this. No, I don't think. I know. I got this with Smokescreen reissue. And I believe it totaled about $115, somewhere between $110 and $130 altogether. And I'm happy with this. It's a fun set. You see, it comes with so much. I probably need to finish him and put that Decepticon logo right there. Maybe I'll do that, but this can be really fun. Maybe before I end this, I'll compare him to another G1 robot. Here are two of his favorite warriors. Soundwave, who's a bit taller than him. I don't remember that. I could have swore Megatron was taller, but anywho. Let me put his gun back on to complete the look. And Laserbeak, who never fails him apparently. Caw! And another robot who kind of looks like him. Masterpiece Megatron. Is this the definitive Megatron? I'll save that opinion for another review. But all in all, like I was saying, this is a fun little set. I definitely love his gun mode, and it is fun to transform him back and forth. But the most fun, like I said, is the gun mode. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe because I'm going to put out more reviews. Like, share my stuff so I can get more subscribers. And see you next time. Hello everyone. Today we're going to be reviewing Transformers Collection number 6, Megatron. Megatron is a reissue of 1984's G1 Megatron toy.